This is a win for our community. This is somebody who saw something going wrong, and rather than do nothing or think, well, that's just a dog or that's just somebody's property, they actually called and said something.
A Valley City dog sits in limbo at a vet clinic after a concerned onlooker reported abuse to police. Take a look at this photo. You can see scabs, which police believe are from the dog being dragged on the ground.
Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz explains what happened and what the law says about animal abuse.
Her age, but this dog was found Saturday evening, abandoned with these marks on her belly. Nicole Fearing, visiting her dad from out of town, posted to Facebook saying she initially saw the dog being dragged by her owner along this area of Valley City, then later called the police when the dog was left.
It's a good indicator that our community is on the right track as far as seeing something and then saying something.
The woman who reported it declined an interview, but says when she found the dog, the collar looked tight, as if the leash never let up from the pull. This Valley City Veterinary Hospital tells me the dog is awaiting care there, but wouldn't let us see the dog or give us any more details at this time.
It's evidence of its own, of a crime.
Valley City Police Chief Phil Hatcher says the dog should be okay, though.
We expect the dog to survive.
Police saying they have very little information so far.
What we're looking for right now is if anybody out there can better describe the person or the direction that they may have gone afterwards.
But some comments to the Facebook post say they've seen the owner around town. Chief Hatcher says both animal cruelty and abandonment are Class B misdemeanors.
I think each penalty is up to 30 days in jail and a $1,500 fine.
But he says he could push for a Class A misdemeanor pending a vet report. The vet clinic referring us to the Valley City PD for any questions as the investigation continues. In Valley City, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
Police tell us they want to be as objective as they can until they hear the owner's side of the story.
After the significant rainfall this morning, the wind and cooler temps hung around. Let's find out from Hutch what's expected in your Monday night No Wait weather planner. Hutch?
Well, many of us still seeing gray skies and still some shower activity across portions of the area as well. As far as what fell in rain gauges, well, let's take a look at those reports. Fargo picking up just over an inch and a quarter or so near Jamestown. Elsewhere, well, we had some limited showers. Where you see the bright green colors, though, closer to an inch of rain estimated by Doppler radar. Showers in northern Minnesota and low pressure swirling into northwest North Dakota. There's a chance that we could see some shower and thunderstorm development out to the west of Fargo yet. We'll keep you updated on that. Some soggy showers just exiting into the Bemidji area right now. With the warm weather out to the west, it's along that boundary where we have the 60s. Combining with the 80s where we could have a chance for some thunder showers developing yet this evening. Temperatures in the 60s in Fargo. Can't rule out a thunderstorm here or in Grand Forks. We'll have your hour-by-hour details in just a moment.
Thanks, Hutch.
Thanks to a tipster who saw video aired on Valley News Live last night, Fargo police have a lead on a theft case at the Ark of Cass County. We told you how a woman stole an entire cart of items from the Ark's south location on Tuesday. A tipster recognized the woman in the surveillance video and called the nonprofit with a name. Employees recognized that woman as someone who was banned from their North Fargo store a few months ago for disturbance issues. Police tell us they're working on the case.
A 25-year-old Jamestown man is facing a felony aggravated assault charge after striking a man with a baseball bat. Officials say it happened last Thursday. Court documents state that 25-year-old Donnie Ayers went after the man with a baseball bat, hitting him in the thigh. Ayers told police he was angry and did swing the bat, but wasn't trying to hit the man. He also said he punched the victim in the face. Ayers is currently being held in the Stutsman County Correctional Center on a $1,000 bond.
Former Sanford Executive Director Curtis Webb is set to be charged. He's accused of theft by swindle for a scheme involving tens of thousands of dollars for fraudulent expense reimbursements. Investigators tracked down records of Webb's reimbursement requests, which often included hotels, airfare, event registration, rental cars, and food. He faces similar charges in Illinois in connection to a similar scheme when he worked with U.S. Cellular Coliseum.
Bond has been set for the NDSU director accused of sexually assaulting a teenager. 45-year-old Viet Doan is charged with 2 counts of sexual assault after being accused of touching a minor in Bismarck. He is the director of Enrollment Management Administrative Systems at NDSU and has been on administrative leave.
Minnesota's governor says he still wants Senate hearings on proposals for gun control and emergency insulin supplies. Tim Walz says that he finds it absolutely unacceptable that none have been scheduled following the latest mass shootings. Proposals for tighter gun control stalled out during the 2019 legislature's regular session amid GOP opposition. The governor says voters are demanding action.
Some 60 law enforcement officers in North Dakota will be using their specially trained skills to detect motorists who are high on drugs. About 20 agencies across the state employ officers who have taken the rigorous, internationally utilized program that helps law enforcement identify drivers who are under the influence of drugs other than alcohol. Agencies statewide are conducting a Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over enforcement campaign through September 2nd.
North Dakota's 911 call centers are getting an upgrade. The state awarded more than $1.4 million in grant money to bring next-generation capabilities to its call centers. The goal is to boost public safety through faster, more resilient emergency systems by taking advantage of technology like texting, image and video processing, advanced mapping, and more.
A warning for you tonight. Scammers are back on the phones posing as Fargo police. Investigators say a woman in Dilworth got a phone call that showed up as the Fargo Police Department on her caller ID. She bought several gift cards and scanned them into her phone for the scammers. So police are warning you, no government agency will ever ask you to pay them in gift cards over the phone.
With school starting in about a week and a half for many kids in the valley, back-to-school shoppers are out in full force. But knocking out your shopping list means you'll probably have a car full of bags, making you the perfect target for potential parking lot prowlers. However, West Acres Mall says with the amount of cameras they have throughout the building and parking lots, very few things go unseen by security guards. Fargo police say they rarely see smash and grabs in the metro, but that doesn't mean you should leave your new items in plain sight.
So if you have like a Best Buy bag or something that might have like an Apple product or a laptop or something of high value, have that buried underneath all the other bags or in a trunk if you can.
For more tips on how to stay safe while school shopping, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
Fargo and Moorhead teachers will be heading back to the classroom without a new contract. Negotiations are slated for tomorrow in Moorhead. Teachers tell us it's more than salary and benefits. Union representatives say they're also fighting for smaller class sizes, smaller special education workloads, and more. The first day of school in Moorhead is September 3rd, and in Fargo, the next scheduled negotiations are more than 2 weeks away, and school gets underway August 22nd. Meanwhile, West Fargo Public Schools and its teachers finished contract negotiations with the agreement approved by teachers. School starts in West Fargo on August 27th.
Getting off of work to go to IEP meetings can be a hassle for parents, but there's a new resource in their corner. In a newly released opinion letter, the Department of Labor says parents can take Family and Medical Leave Act time off, or FMLA, to attend IEP meetings with their children's school. IEP meetings are used to discuss progress and services for children with special needs. FMLA provides unpaid but job-protected leave that can be taken all at once or intermittently.
Workers at Marvin Windows have another reason to feel safe at work. Marvin is one of more than 2,700 businesses taking part in Safe and Sound Week, where employers proactively identify and manage workplace hazards before they cause injury and illness. Managers with Marvin say the program is important because it gives employees a sense of ownership, an incentive to help keep the workplace safe.
All our people are empowered to do the right thing and be stronger together while they're doing the right thing. And you can see that they really, truly appreciate that safety is a very important part of who we are and what we do.
John Deere Electronic Solutions and Tecton Products are also participating in Safe and Sound Week.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, watch out for your dog getting what that dog is getting into, where the water could be bad for his health.
And looking out the window this morning was a soggy start to the work week. The clouds have hung around here in the FM area while most of the showers have exited, but not before dumping over an inch in our rain bucket here in the FM area. For the year, over 4 inches above average for this time. Still below average rainfall in Grand Forks. I'll have details on more showers in your Tuesday planner next.